Hey y'all, Brandie here. So today, let me turn this down. Yeah, I've been watching that Alex Murdaugh trial thing. You know, I kind of like true crime, and I mean, it's a terrible situation, don't get me wrong. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And guys, I don't know. It's been a really long trial. Do I think the guy is an angel? No, not by any stretch of the imaginations. I think he's kind of an a-hole, and I think he's absolutely 100% immoral. But did he do that to his wife and son? I don't know. Like, I think the prosecution has a case to prove, and everything is circumstantial, and I don't know. I don't know, you guys. They say innocent until proven guilty and all of that, so. But anyway, that's what I've been doing today. I actually took the day off, which is what I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about just a little bit. That, and then an experience that I had today. And I guess I need some talk therapy and maybe a little bit of makeup therapy. And I decided to make me a gigantic, a mega pint of coffee. And sit down and just play. I've got this, what is this? The Beauty Bakerie Breakfast in Bed palette. I've never used it, so I think I'm going to try it today. Take the flavor saver out, and yeah, I think I got this in a BoxyCharm. I don't know, add-ons or mystery box or something. I don't remember, but yeah. So I thought I would just see if I could get a look out of that one palette. And I've got other stuff on already. But like I said, I'm not doing anything. I'm going to make some taquitos for dinner. I might film that. I have another video of a goulash that I made. It was really good. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. We're just going to be chatting and playing with some eyeshadows today. And giving some life updates. So let me start this video off by saying, because I know, also I have my diffuser on, so if you guys see smoke or anything, that's what it is. The house is not on fire. Anywho, to start with some life updates, my husband, right, ADD brain, we're fine. We're fine. Let me say that. We've had some financial changes. My husband suffered a job loss recently. We had a main income from his main job, and then he had some side jobs or side hustles, as the kiddies are calling it nowadays. And we still have the side jobs, but the main income is no more. So we're okay. Our lights aren't off. We're not going to get kicked out of our home or anything. We are going to have to make adjustments like everybody else in this economy. And so that's what we're doing. But it's, it's not like red alarm, red alert, whatever you want to call it. It's not that level yet. So anyway, I am a huge procrastinator about a lot of different things, but when it comes to finances and things, I've been lucky enough to be able to stay at home for the past few years, and I'm blessed and thankful for that. I care for my aunt. I don't make an income from that. I would actually be insulted if that were the case, because I believe that family takes care of family. And I see that as something that I do out of love for her. And so, anyway, we're not even going to talk about that. But I did decide to do something new, and it is door dashing. And I've ordered DoorDash a million times, but I thought maybe that's something I could do, on my time, and I've never done that before. I've waitressed. Most of my job experience is in the food industry, from management to supervising to, line cooks, fry cooks, whatever. I've done pretty much everything, food and beverage and the hotels and stuff, but and I enjoy it. I enjoy meeting people, and I don't know what I thought it would be, but it's actually better than what I thought it would be. And the experience of it, I really love. And I love to meet, I'm sitting here running my mouth. I love meeting new people. And I'm going to go in here with this shade Messy Hair right here. But I love to meet new people. And so I was like, you know, that would be kind of cool. So I signed up. I took my husband with me. I've only been doing it for about 3 days. I took my husband with me the first 2 days for safety, you know, and plus another thing with the job loss thing, there is a class that he's needed for a couple of years now, an online class. It's a 3-month class. I don't know if anybody's familiar with, I think it's CompTIA. Don't get me to lying. It's some kind of computer thing. But once he gets that certification up under his belt, you know, we'll be better for it. But he hasn't had the time. So it's a 3-month course, and a lot of the bigger corporations and stuff use that. So we've decided, while he has resumes out and applications, and we're waiting to hear something back, that he would go ahead and sign up for the course and take that. So he's not sitting here doing nothing, along with checking on applications and putting in resumes, you know, hitting the pavement, things like that, what you do to find employment. He's also continuing education, so that's good. But I took him with me the first couple of days just to see how things worked, and it is so fun. I've actually filmed some of it. You know, I don't film faces or addresses or anything, but I filmed some footage, you know, driving to places and from places, and a couple of the more interesting things that happened to me, I actually talk about in a truck vlog. So I wanted to start bringing that to the channel once a week, because it's hilarious, you guys. Some of the people that you meet, some of the circumstances are so funny. But yeah, you'll see more about that as I go along, because it really is a good time. At least it is for now. And, you know, I figure I can look at it as pocket money. You know, if I can pay a couple of bills with it, smaller bills, then we're good. Nobody's going to get rich door dashing. But if you would like some extra income, or you need extra income, and, you know, my health isn't the best. I'm not on disability or anything by any means, but as far as 8 hours of manual labor, there's no way that I could do that. But, you know, office work and everything, not a problem. You know, even, well, we won't get into all that, but let's just say it's not manual labor. It's not hard. I'm actually in a very small town. My town is tiny, so I didn't look at making a whole lot of money. But, you know, every little thing helps. And I can say that the pandemic kind of taught us, when that hit, we were completely unprepared. And since then, you know, we've stocked up on things, and we've got a little bit back, you know. And let me tell you something about that, guys. If you think that you've got a nice cushion and you can kind of slack off on the percentage of your income that you're throwing into savings, don't do that. Up it. That's one reason why you have a nest egg sitting there, is for things that you don't see coming, right? So just don't slack off on that percentage. Up it, or whatever it is that you have to do. I'm going to go in all over my lid with this packing brush with the pajamas. Yeah, pajamas right there. And that's a nice little shimmer. That matte went on. I like that. It's buildable, which when it comes to eyeshadow, I'm a fan of. But yeah, I primed my lid with this Sandbar primer. Did I bring it in here? Yeah, I did. With this, because I hadn't used that before either. That's a new product for me. I've heard some people complain that it eats shadows, so I kind of wanted to see if that were the case, which I have to tell you. Let me bring my mirror a little closer. That looks like that might be what's happening. Let me load my brush up. I don't want to wet it because I want to take it all over the lid, and if I wet it, I'm afraid it'll concentrate it too much. Can you guys see that? Oh yeah, it looks really good on camera. Not so much in real life, or to the naked eye, regular eye anyway. There we go. All right, yep, you just got to pack that on. Or at least I do, the way that I like it anyway. I don't have a plan. Like I said, we're just playing. But anyway, yeah. So I've been doing that and keeping up with everything else here. And it's a wonderful thing to do. Like I said, with taking care of my relatives or whatever. And I'm having fun. And don't get me wrong, I have definitely learned the art of being content with what you have. I'm very content. And, even with the loss and everything, I'm still so blessed because let me tell you what happened to me today. Oh, I'm not going to cry. Hang on, that got me. All right. Sorry. Let me tell you what happened to me today. I was in the house. I had just taken out some shredded chicken that I had cooked and put away a week ago in the freezer, for times I wanted to pull out quick meals and everything. And there was a knock at the door, and we have a front door and a side door, and people that know go to the patio door, people that don't go to the front door. So we can kind of always tell who it is by what door they go to. But anyway, there was a knock on the front door, and we have a neighbor. She's probably in her late 20s, and she has several kids, neighborhood kids. I want to say probably 4 of the children that are normally there are hers. And they range in ages from a toddler, and he is adorable, from a toddler on up to probably 7. I'm not real sure. But yeah, I'm going to use my color switch for that. Anyway, there was a knock on the front door, and normally with the relationship that we have, we stay to ourselves pretty much, but if your neighbors ever need anything or they need help, I believe in helping where you can. So, she'll come over, or she'll send one of the kids over to borrow, honestly, I swear it sounds like 1950, but like a cup of sugar or a cup of flour or something like that every now and then, not all the time. So, it's not a nuisance. It's nothing like that. I don't mind in the least. And, today there was a knock at the front door, and, I went and answered, and, it was her. She was at the door. And, I'm going to take that, you know what? Let me see. Sorry, you guys. I'm getting to the story. I promise you I'm getting to the story. I just dropped that brush. I'm going to take a pencil brush, and I'm going to go back into messy hair and do my lower lash line with messy hair. Anyway, she came to the door. I answered, and she just had a look on her face. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was worry. But it wasn't positive, and she wasn't happy. And, I asked her, hey, you okay? Is there anything that I can do for you? And she asked me if she could borrow. She asked me if she could borrow some meat. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, you can borrow some meat, Did it strike me as odd? I think it struck me as odd only because, you don't hear it. I don't hear it all the time. And it was just the look on her face, you guys. It was, I don't know, almost like a desperate sort of shame. And that got me. So, I came in, and she had said that she was making some hamburger helper. I asked her, what is it that you need? What kind? And she was making some hamburger helper. And so I gave her some ground beef, and you don't know what other people are going through. And I have to admit, in the beginning, because this has been going on for about 3 weeks now with my husband and job and everything, and I do admit to some days where I kind of felt sorry for myself, or, you know, there was something that I wanted that I couldn't get. I kind of felt sorry for myself about that. And, you know, and then that happens today, and it just slaps you in the face and wakes you up, and it's like, what is wrong with you? You know, yeah, maybe things aren't the best, but do you realize how blessed you are and how good you have it, you know? And then of course I felt so embarrassed of myself, and I felt ashamed of myself for, you know, feeling the way that I had been feeling. Not that it's not valid, everybody's feelings are valid, but you know, I had lost sight of the fact that, you know, so what? I didn't get to go to Burke's today, you know, or whatever. So what? Who cares? There's a mother out there trying to feed her kids. So, you know, I'm glad. I'm just going to go back in with the fluffy brush and kind of blend that top out a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with this little Wet n Wild flat brush. I guess it would be an eyeliner brush, but it's not angled. Maybe it's a packing brush. It doesn't really say. But I'm going to go back into pajamas. I like saying it like that. And I'm going to go underneath the messy hair on the lower lash line. And I will be smoking that out and blending that out here in a minute. But, anyway, that was it. That just kind of got me. So, wherever you are, if things aren't great, know that they're going to get better. It's not always going to stay that way. And if you're in a position to help somebody that's not doing so great, you know, please do. If you can help them, please help them. You know, with if it's not going to hurt you, you know, if it's not going to, you know, don't do something illegal or, you know, something like that. But I mean, come on, it's meat. If it's, you know. So that was it. That just got me all in my feels. And I don't know. It's not something that you sit and you think about every day. But we are seeing it a lot more. I'm seeing it a lot more. You know, when things happen, it usually takes a little bit of time to get down here to us in this little bitty town. And, you know, if I'm seeing it, I'm sure everybody else has been seeing it already. And that just made it real for me, I guess. You know, you can hear about it on the news all you want to or whatever, but when it comes knocking on your front door and you see it, you know, you're confronted with it, it's in your face, then that's when you realize that, you know, people are right. That's really good. So yeah, I'm gonna start, you know, every morning I wake up anyway, and I always say just a quick prayer of thanks and, you know, gratitude. Oh, hold on one second. Sorry about that, you guys. Company. Alrighty, I absolutely forgot what I was on about. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go in on the outside corner just a little bit with this Lazy Baby purple color right here, and just kind of see if I can't get a little more dimension in there. But yeah, anyway, the DoorDash thing is working out very well for me anyway. I mean, I guess it would depend on your location and where you live. But like I said, you guys could give it a shot and give it a try. It could give you some fun money. But yeah, that's it. Also, another thing, along with the DoorDash vlogs, I was thinking about starting more cooking. Would you guys be up for that or no? You know, some people are okay, some people don't like it. I enjoy it. And so I thought, you know, I'll give it a little bit of a shot anyway. This color here is not doing that great. Okay. Well, then we will go ahead and go in with a halo eye. But yeah, that's it. So I didn't want the video to be too long, but it's 20 minutes now, and I really don't want to edit anything. So we're just going to leave it at 20 minutes, and I hope you guys choose to stay with me. I mean, that way you'll know what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and go in here with Fresh Face for the spotlight eye, halo eye part, whatever, you know, folks want to call it these days. We're just going to tap that on right in the middle. You know, it's a pretty palette. The shades in here are beautiful. But I will say this. It's not the most pigmented, but it is buildable. So, you know, sometimes that's a very good thing. So you don't go in there with too much. But I would use this again. I'm going to use this again, as a matter of fact. Alright. Then we're going to go back in and build up with Messy Hair. I don't want that one. Where's my... What did I do with the little wet one? There we go. That was the lid to the setting spray. Little Milani setting spray. Go back in with Pajamas. Touch up the corners there. There we go. And then I'm going to go up here to French Dwarfs. That's the lighter lilac color. And I think I'm just going to take that across my brow bone. If I can find a brush to do it with. Yeah. We'll take that across the brow bone. There we go. Brow highlight. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I like that. Let's see if we can do an inner corner with that shade real quick. I've got to wash my brushes today too. That's the thing. You know, I'm glad I decided to take the day off. I think it's a slow day anyway. But I only do it for a couple of hours a day, so not a big deal. But yeah. Alright, shove my brushes back in there. I'm going to go in for an eyeliner. This, I do not remember what this one was called. It was called Jelly something. But it has the wing stamp on one corner of it. And then just your big eye brush on the other. We're just going to use this one. I'm not going to take it across the whole lid. I'm just going to kind of... I like how this one is thick or thin if you decide to use the point. But yeah, we're just going to take it up like that real quick. Then do the same thing over here. I'm not even going to do my little corner flake, you guys. There we go. Because it's coming off here in about 5 seconds after I push the stop button anyway. And go in with my little eyelash curler. I'm going to be using the Revolution, the Game of Thrones. I love that mascara, you guys. It doesn't flake. It wears really well. It's a big fat brush. And it usually only takes one coat for me. I wish I knew how to do eyelashes. I might want to try the magnetic lash, because I enjoyed seeing some of the ladies in our communities. They did a collab with that. I think it was Reviews with Sue, Mary Catherine Loves Cats, and Kim with Kim's a little of a lot. So if you guys want to learn how to do lashes or see good lash brands, because I don't think, if I remember correctly, I don't think they use the same kind, the same brand. I think they use different brands, and I really enjoyed it, and they were so funny, y'all. So yeah, go over there and give them a watch. Take some on my lower lashes a little bit. And I'm not going to put anything in my lash line. There we go. Normally it doesn't take 20 minutes to do an eyeshadow look, but There we go. I was running my mouth. So it did take a while. Anyway, that's what's up. That's what's happening. Those are a couple of the plans that I have for the channel. I also, well, no, we'll talk about that at a different time. But I have another surprise planned. We'll see how that works out. But I appreciate you guys joining me. Remember, if you can do something good for someone today, please do so. And I love each and every one of you, and I thank you for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful day, no matter what the weather is, inside or out. Bye, y'all.